on.
And we're back. Welcome back. Trash Talking with the Old Heads. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but we're about to Facebook. Join the group. We would love to have you. But we about to get into some of this NBA, bro. Starting to ramp up is after Christmas. You know, after Christmas, that's when we really start paying attention to the NBA. But for those of us who have been paying attention, Knicks. Well, let me start with the Cavs, Knicks, Thunder, all rolling. I know the Thunder kept rolling last night. They rolled over the Clippers. I watched part of that one, you know what I'm saying? Clippers played good for like a quarter. Then it was pretty much over for them, you know what I'm saying? The Cavs been on the roll in the East all year. Best team in the East. By far. By far.
Yeah, hey, what?
By far.
We got a rebuttal on that?
By far?
By far. The best team. Playing the best in the East this year.
So
Come on
do y'all believe the Cavs are the best team in the league? Because they got the best record in the league.
They the best team in the East.
They're the best team in the league right now.
They are the best team in the league?
They're the best team in the league right now.
I can't say anyone's playing better than them.
Right.
Definitely not your boys. They 500 asses.
We've run into some injuries so far.
Oh, okay.
Man, everybody run into injuries.
Right,
Max Strus wasn't playing for a long time. I don't think this was his first game back in the last.
About Max Strus.
Wow. Hey, whatever.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, whenever they bring up the Warriors losing to the Cavs, don't they always bring up some injuries?
That's what I don't understand.
Don't y'all always bring up injuries?
We're talking about this season.
You brought up
20 and 24.
You brought up Andrew Bogut. I want consistency,
who
sir.
Up Andrew Bogut?
You did.
I'm talking about
in our
Celtic.
previous arguments, in our previous
see what I'm saying?
discussions, in our previous debates.
So
don't make me pull up the text.
So this season,
Trash Talking Group, or what we used to call it, Hoop Wheelhouse. What was the name before that?
NBA something.
I don't even remember.
I don't know, but it was this.
Who's Wheelhouse previous.
Whoever been in the group,
NBA fans.
Whoever been in the group for the longest, if you know the debate that we've always had, he will always bring up Andrew Bogut getting injured, and Andre Iguodala having a little back spasm in part of the game. Draymond Green getting suspended for one game.
I'm talking about the finals, as if losing starters in the finals don't matter. We talking about
stars.
The season. I said starters. So anyway.
Which one of them you believe in the most is the question.
Cavs
out of those three, Cavs, Knicks, Thunder. Who got staying power is the question.
Boston Celtics.
No, we ain't talking about them today.
Boston
We're not talking about them today.
They
don't care about them. They not part of the question.
Power. We run into.
They ain't in the discussion, man.
We
don't care about the Celtics.
We don't care about the Celtics.
KP hurt.
They yesterday news. It's 2025.
Jaylen Brown is hurt.
It's 2025.
We were still able to get a win last
Yesterday's
night
news.
Minnesota. If you're asking me who's the best team in the East,
we ain't say that.
So
we got the three teams.
Right. We didn't even ask that question.
We asked the three teams. What was the three teams? Name them again.
Cavs, Knicks, Thunder.
The Cavs,
the actual hot team in the league right now.
The Cavs and Knicks are very hot. They are 9-1 in their last 10 games. But I wouldn't take either one of those teams over the Boston Celtics.
We know you.
The champions.
You wouldn't take you probably wouldn't take. Well, I wouldn't say the Bulls. Champions. You wouldn't take the Spurs, the dynastic Spurs over them, according to you.
Right.
We're talking about the three teams, sir. Which one of the three teams has sustaining power? Which one of the three teams can sustain this level of excellence?
Who you going, Greg?
I was waiting on him to answer the question.
I don't think any of those three teams has staying power. I don't think.
I thought you liked the Thunder.
So what you're saying? There's no team in the league.
Milwaukee just beat them in the cup. So to me, they
Milwaukee
didn't show
just
up.
lost to the Knicks.
They didn't show up. They didn't show up.
Oh, so now the cup means something,
right?
Because they didn't show up in the cup.
Because we saw what the Lakers did.
We saw
they won in the cup too, didn't they?
We saw them get rolled in the game that they want. That I'm sure they wanted to win, and they had nothing for the Bucks the entire game. So maybe Holmgren add something to the team later on, but I don't believe they're going to be the best team in the West. If you give me a matchup with the Thunder and Joker, I'm gonna take Joker. If you give me the matchup against them and who they lose, they got beasted. They lost to who they lose to last year in the playoffs.
The Thunder.
The Thunder. Did they lose to Minnesota last year in the playoffs?
I thought it was Dallas.
Or Dallas.
Dallas, yeah, it was Dallas.
I take them over them. So yeah.
Taking Dallas over the Thunder this year?
Yeah, I would take Dallas over them this year. So no, I don't believe either of those teams. If you want to go to the Knicks, y'all know the Knicks gonna be banged up by the time we get to
we
the
don't
playoffs.
know that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Every year he runs his teams in the ground. It has never failed. It happens every year ever since Chicago. He runs his team in the ground and they don't have nothing left in the tank. We just saw it last year. It played out just like that last year. Julian Randle couldn't play. Brunson was hurt. Anunoby had to shut it down because he was hurt because he runs his team in the ground. So I don't believe in that. And then
Anunoby finished the season last year in the playoffs.
He got sat down. He didn't finish the season. No, he didn't. He tried to come out there and play in one more game, and he had to shut it down. He had a hamstring pull.
Man, since we going off,
hold on, and then the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the third team. I don't have any faith in them either. They new to this. This is too new to them. Being the number one team out the gate. And no, I don't believe that.
So your answer is nobody has
nobody but the Celtics.
Nobody has
those
sustaining
three teams
power.
do not have the staying power.
Well, they the hottest team in the league right now. All three of them on fire. They
Milwaukee does though, huh?
They sizzling like fire.
Milwaukee over the
Man, stop it.
Playoffs.
Stop it. The Knicks, to me, have the most sustaining power because they have what's proven is defense.
Oh my God.
Defense travels, right? Defense travels. They have two playmakers on offense, and they have role players that are great at what they do. Mikal Bridges, averaging 21, 3, and 1.5 steal a game. Cat averaging 24 and 14. When they get Mitchell Robinson back, that'll add more depth to their front line. The Knicks averaging over the last 10 games 118 points a game. So I believe they are the team with the most sustaining power. Next is the Cavs. Now, the Cavs been on fire all year long, shooting 40% from three all season long. Over the last 10 games, that then went up to 41%. But you know what they say, live by the three, die by the three. So they get but it's like
it's the league, though.
Honestly. It is the league, but they shoot it more than anybody. They shoot the three more than anybody. They've been leading the league in three-pointers made at 16.4 threes made per game. Can you keep that up? So that's what I mean by sustaining power. Now, I'm not saying that it'll go away and they'll just be totally butt naked in the playoffs because we've seen it work last year with a team shooting a bunch of threes.
I agree. I guess my only rebuttal to that is like when it comes to that, they shoot 36.4 a game. That's sixth in the league. The difference between 6 and 16, which is where the Knicks are, Knicks shoot 37.6. I'm just saying they all do the same thing. The number of threes is pretty even. They all shoot about the same amount per game. You know what I'm saying?
But they leading the league with 16. No, that's they leading by at least 2 3-pointers made per game.
I get it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying when you say die by it, I don't think that's really what it is.
I ain't saying they're gonna die by it, but there will be some time. They're not gonna shoot 41% all season long. Everybody hitting. Everybody coming off the bench. Everybody wet. There's gonna be some times where they fall off. So I just, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they have the players to, you know what I'm saying, when there's threes not falling, what do they do? What's their curveball? You know what I'm saying? Do they have inside scoring? Now, Allen can score on the inside, but can you dump them the ball down low and say, hey, get me a bucket? Donovan Mitchell can get down. He can get downhill, but we see what his game has morphed into is a lot more step back threes than getting to the rack like he used to do in Utah. You know what I'm saying? So I still think they're the best team in the league, and they probably going to finish with the best record in the league.
Oh, they definitely going to finish with the best record. Ain't no doubt about that part. So that's definitely going to happen. Like they're 4.5 games clear of the Celtics right now, so they definitely going to finish with the best record. For me,
And I like the Thunder too, 'cause I didn't get my Thunder assessment. They play great defense.
Yeah. All three of them play defense.
Yeah.
What I like about all three of those teams.
They
play
young
defense.
and athletic across the board. They come in 2-3 deep. Everybody getting their hand on the ball. They've been leading in like point differential. They've been leading in deflections and steals.
Yeah.
Like the closest team in steals differential is at 2.2. They at like 5. They like by far and away they getting the most hands on balls than any team.
They players that's hurt back is the thing.
Yeah.
Chet, can he stay on the court?
What can they get from Chet?
Right.
And then what can they get from, because Chet, even when Chet come back, is he that next level player that can complement SGA?
Right.
Because we saw what happened when, you know what I'm saying, if SGA ain't got it rolling, then you know what I'm saying?
Different team, right. Totally different. They're an average ass team without him on his game, yeah. I agree. But I trust Cleveland the most. But I got to give a caveat, like you said, though. For me, it's their bigs have to stay healthy. Allen and Mobley have to be healthy. That's the kid. Now, of course, Donovan, we all know the superstar on your team got to be healthy. But to me, for them to really be who they are, Allen and Mobley have to be here, because Mobley's playing good ball this year. Nobody really watching or paying attention.
Yeah,
he's playing really good ball.
He'll be an all-star this year.
Yeah, he's playing really good ball this year. If they can stay healthy, they're a problem in the East. The Knicks, I told you at the beginning of the year, they're a problem. You know what I'm saying? Once they got it rolling, they're a problem.
Yeah,
you know
we said it.
They're a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't
He
care
want to poo-poo it at every turn, knowing that the Knicks
and you
is
can
by
tell
far.
who he really fears when he poo-poo that hard. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the ones he really fear. You know what I'm saying? Because
you don't feel the Knicks.
He poo-pooed too hard. You know what I'm saying? He tried too hard. You know what I'm saying?
No way that the Celtics can beat the Knicks.
Right. I just go off what I've seen.
Man, what have you?
We beat both of these teams. You saw us smack.
Cleveland beat y'all.
We smacked the shit out of New York at the beginning of the season.
That was
beginning of the season.
Wow.
And we made
so we banking,
and we made Cleveland lay down. The other
they
thing,
made y'all lay down.
The other thing
you banking on the
other thing about New York. Cat is balling out of his mind. What does Cat do in the playoffs, y'all? What is his? He
don't do this. He don't do this. He hadn't been doing this.
MO in the playoffs.
His MO is getting in foul trouble.
Right.
He don't do this.
Right.
He don't do this.
I can dance.
He actually played well against if you want to talk about last season.
I don't want to dance.
He did not disappoint against the Nuggets, the defending champion.
Cat
playing defense on Jokic and giving them buckets.
Man, y'all know the discussion on Cat when we get to the
Hey, listen, man.
The same thing about this.
What do we say about Jason Tatum? What do we say about Jason Tatum every year in the playoffs?
He got his numbers.
Man, stop it.
He shot poorly, but he got his numbers.
He shot poorly. He shot poorly.
We won the championship, so I don't even know what the hell you talking about. You talking about what he did.
And what?
He still won the championship.
And what?
Brown took up all that slack. We won the championship. Ain't nobody choking. This dude chokes every time he gets in the playoffs. Every time. We done been to 2 finals, and you talking about what did Jason Tatum do? We've been to 2 finals. That's what he done.
You gonna bang on the New York Knicks in the winning against the New York Knicks at the beginning of the season. What was the first game of the year? Second game of the year? That's what you banking on?
Y'all did you pick them to win that game at the beginning of the year? Yes.
No, I didn't. We didn't pick.
We didn't pick that game.
We didn't pick that game. We didn't.
And just for context, that game was on October 28th.
All right.
Man, stop. It wasn't even in November.
Stop it, bro. That game was in October, bro.
Mark
stop
my
it,
word.
bro.
By the time we get to the playoffs,
I think I even said that it's going to take them some time to jail because of trying to
game on December 1st. Who won?
It'll be
Hoopla, the Knicks and the Celtics.
No, Boston against Cleveland. He keep talking about they beat them. Right, but the most recent game they beat y'all. What are we talking about?
We split. So it's a split, 1-1.
But you keep bringing it up.
Right.
Like it's
as if y'all win means something there doesn't.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking like the Cleveland is unbeatable or something.
Didn't nobody say that.
You're talking like Boston is unbeatable.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that the Celtics are being the Cavs are gonna for sure. It's the Cavs versus everybody.
They are not repeat champions. Like I told you. At the beginning
taking the field. The bet is still open.
That he didn't take, y'all.
Yeah.
The bet he won't take.
Why would I
the
take
bet is still open.
Why would I take
because you're 100% confident the Celtics gonna win.
Right. There's nobody that can beat y'all.
Put your money on your team? Nope. Are you gonna
I'm putting the money on the
I'm
field.
putting my money on the field.
I'm putting my money on the field. That was the bet.
That was the bet. I got the field.
Guarantee cat choke, and guarantee they had too many players banged up to make it deep in the playoffs. Brunson gonna be out there by himself again. Watch, guaranteed.
We'll see. Long season. We halfway through.
He hoping on injuries. You wishing on injuries. You wishing on injuries.
Right.
That's just a piss poor way to look at.
Don't look like y'all can stay healthy.
Is Porzingis gonna be there?
Porzingis will be back.
That's the one that's got
how long?
But that's the one that's injury prone.
Right.
Out of all the players, Cat ain't injury prone.
That when we trade to him.
Cat ain't injury prone.
I didn't say he was gonna be hurt.
You said he was gonna be.
I said he was gonna choke like he does when he get in the playoffs.
But speaking of trading,
he plays weak.
Your boy in Miami saying that he won't out. Should Miami give in, bro? Should they give in and do it?
Well, he started throwing games, so I said that.
Why you say that?
Well, he only had 9 points. He only put up 9 points in the last game. Now he's in the interview saying he want to go anywhere, but he want to play for anybody but Miami. He doesn't have the Joe on the court, and the reason he said that is because he only put up 9 points. I've watched a couple of the Miami games, and in all those games, I've been like, "Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? What is Jimmy doing?" I've seen at least 2 games where he's just is not the same. So he's starting to pull his effort away from the team. So he's gonna do anything he can. He's just grown on. He wants to go. Y'all, I've been saying it, and I look back at this boy's history, right? So his father just passed, and or his father passed sometime at the beginning during the off season or something or whatever, and he was talking about how hurt he was and this, that, and the third. But the story with Jimmy coming into the league was that he was raised by some white people. You know what I'm saying? And they raised him, and that's his family, and they helped him get to college and all of this stuff. But you was having a mental breakdown or whatever, mourning the passing of your father. I don't get it. If you weren't raised by your family, you know what I'm saying? What's the attachment there? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it couldn't be, but that was something he was putting out there at the forefront. Then when I look at what happened at Chicago at the end of that run, Minnesota, what happened at the end of that run, from Minnesota to Philly, what happened at the end of Philly, and now he's doing the same thing at Miami. It can't be an NBA franchise, all these franchises problem. It's got to be Jimmy. There is something not right with Jimmy. And I don't think every situation was about the money. It was about the money in Minnesota. He was saying, pay me. And then when they didn't, he, blew up the team. He couldn't believe that they chose to give the money to Tobias Harris in Philly, and then he exited. That's how he ended up in Miami, and Miami didn't give him an extension last year, and now he's cutting the fool again. So his reality is something in his reality is just not matching up with what he's doing in real life, and I don't know. Peace be unto him or whatever. But I don't see how he's going to get what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Are they going to trade him? It looks like they're going to have to, because if he's not going to go out there and play, but then again, he playing for the Godfather. So the Godfather might be like, okay, well, fine. You just kill all your, kill all your future in the NBA, and we'll just let you sit and sulk.
Hey, man, I over the last few years, I've been hearing so much about this heat culture. Heat culture. It must be wearing thin, right? Jimmy Butler been had some red flags. For me, it was the damn hairstyle. I'm like, and I know some people are eccentric and like to do different things, but he was taking a little bit on the wild side, so it's not a, indictment on people that wear, strange hairdos, but it's a little red flag for me. Say something off kilter with this cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of just some of the quirks that Jimmy has, playoff Jimmy. This year was worst scoring output since year 3 when he was with Chicago. 17 points a game. He already done missed 10 games already this year, and he's been hurt over the last two. Really, since like that, he's missed games since it seemed like after that.
All this talk started.
Yeah, so I don't know what the Heat, what reason they would have with wanting to keep him if they didn't give him a contract last year. He has some value. He has some trade value. You're not going to win a championship with this roster.
Right.
Not with this roster.
Been there twice though.
That's, what I'm saying? You've been there twice, but it's
he wasn't the cat that.
Yeah, that wasn't last year. That was a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? The last time they was there, 2 years ago, when they played the Nuggets. But you ain't winning no championship with this roster. Everybody else gotten better. The Knicks have gotten better. The Celtics have gotten better. The Cavs have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Indiana's catching up. Orlando's catching up. You know what I'm saying? So if you continue to hold on to those pieces,
right,
that's, you know what I'm saying, and you got somebody with some value. Jimmy getting older.
Yeah. And in them seasons where they did make it, they had some people who played above their head. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
You know
and
what I'm
lot of those
Gabe
seasons, when got paid, and now we see that it was a hot streak. You know what I'm saying?
Max Strus.
Right.
Caleb Martin.
Been that kind of thing.
They had some, and then the Celtics was trash too.
It's not sustainable. You know what I'm saying?
The Celtics was trash and let them win, and they lose to the Heat. They shouldn't have lost that year, but they did. So that's just a shot at your trash ass green team.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he responded, and one of the things that let me know, man, like, why you don't hold on? The reporter asked, you know what I'm saying, if he would be happy if he was still in Miami. That's what the reporter asked him. His response was, I don't know. Then they asked him if he wants to be here. That's a good question. I don't know. Who knows? I don't. That's crazy.
To me, it's simple. He want to be there if they give him a new deal. He don't if they don't.
So you think it's more of a play? Y'all think it's more of a play on trying to get a deal?
It's always about money, dog. It's all. He want a new contract, bro.
He acts up when he doesn't get the extension.
Yeah, it's about his extension, bro. I mean,
that's when he turns up.
This is where, if there is a real Heat culture, he wouldn't be handling it this way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm with you. Like, that whole thing is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if that were the case,
they would have handled it.
They could have handled it already. You know
but we saw what happened when it came time for D Wade to get his last little payment.
Right.
He let him walk.
Right, exactly. So it's like, this is about money, man. But should they do it? I'm kind of with Riley on that. Yeah, if you give me what his value is, sure. Now, what that is, now we can debate what that is. Is he somebody that can take you over the top?
No.
So let's say if you go to the Warriors, you think they're real contender then? Are they better? Sure. But you take away Kuminga and whoever else, Wiggins or whoever else they have to give up, what are they? What are the Warriors? Still middle of the pack.
And Butler's not a real 3-point
That's what I'm saying.
shooter.
They still middle of the pack.
I don't know if he fit in that system.
So it's like,
he could.
if you go to Phoenix,
he could still help that team.
What are they? You know what I'm saying?
He could help any team he goes to.
He plays defense. He's a good player, but
he's an older.
I don't know if he.
Are you giving up real assets to get him? Is my question.
Exactly.
You're gonna miss. He's gonna miss time because he's an older player. He plays hard. His playing style. You know what I'm saying. He's always gonna miss some games, but he's a good player. As far as he could help a championship contender. He could help a championship.
The team I think he would help the most is the Bucks.
But what do you got to give up? What do you? If you Miami, who you want? Who you want off that Bucks roster? Other than two that they not gonna give you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who you give? You give me Bobby Portis? Oh damn, Bobby Portis? Who you gonna give me? Unless they got some really good first round draft picks, a bunch of them. So what am I gonna get? I don't want Portis. I don't want Lopez.
Right. Somebody off the bench that Jackson guy.
Right.
Number 44.
Right.
They got him starting now.
Right. So it's like, and then he not a shooter like that for real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they would even have anything to get him. And I'm not sure what he crying about. He making 48.7 this year, and he got a player option for next year for 52. So I'm like, what you crying about, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you whining about?
You're not really. is he worth that amount?
Right.
Going
at this
forward.
point, you overpaid at this point
Right.
for what you give. You know what I'm saying? You don't even play most of the games during the regular season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
he hasn't played. He's played his last few years in Miami. Every year in Miami. I'm not sure which one of these was the 1920 season. Of course, was the COVID year. So we'll scratch that. But the next year, 52 games.
Scratching the bubble year.
Yeah, scratching the bubble year. 52, 57,
Right.
64,
Right.
60. And this year, 22 out of 35 games.
Right. So I'm
or
like,
32
what are we
games.
talking about, bro? We paying you for half the games anyway. So, I mean.
That's the bubble year.
So we paying you for 3/4 of the game.
But his playing card is he is the best player on that team. It's not Bam. Bam is not.
Yeah, he is. But what is that going to get you?
Right.
That get you middle of the pack in the East.
Exactly. And the Heat, for who they've been, they've won championships. They've got their 3 titles. They're not, we want to contend. We want to contend for a playoff spot. They want to win the championship.
And without you playing a lot of games this year, they still middle of the pack.
They got to get better.
15.
Jimmy Butler, this is year what? It's 14 years in.
Right. So I'm like,
he ain't LeBron. He ain't KD. He ain't Steph.
That, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Riley, man. But then again, if he's gonna pout and give you 9 points in 25 minutes, and you're only gonna play him 25 minutes a game? What's the point in having a team?
Spo benched him that game though, because he wasn't playing hard.
That's
from what the officials were saying.
Right. So it's like, if that's what he about to do, if he's willing to do that as a professional, you know what I'm saying, you probably have to get him out of your locker room. You know what I'm saying?
He's willing to do anything. He's already talking. He's already quitting his effort. So
yeah,
he's willing to do whatever.
Yeah, it's one of them situations, man, where it's just like I said, I'm on Heat Culture is bullshit. We're finding out. Bullshit. Don't exist.
Those were just words.
Just words. You know what I'm saying?
Mission statements.
Means nothing. Exactly. Means nothing. Good talk. Good narrative. Like we say, good narrative for the commentators. But it's
for the fans to believe in.
But speaking of bullshit, let's get to this signature segment. Taking out the trash. Jerry, you said you got some trash you want to take out.
Man, University of Alabama. My. How the mighty have fallen. This level playing field is being created by the transfer portal.
The one Nick ran from. Go ahead, though.
And the potential earnings of players with NIL deals has crumbled
right before our eyes.
Some of the mighty empires in college football. None greater than the Crimson Tide.
Say it ain't so.
How in the world did we get here? That is my question. How did we get here? Was it the defense? Is it the offense? Is it the coaches? Is it the players? Are the players undisciplined? Are the players not getting the money they want? Are they getting money at all? It's a mystery. We don't really have those answers. What we do have is
inconsistent ass play,
awful losses.
Terrible.
Some of the worst losses we've seen in college football this year. None greater than the fall at Vanderbilt.
Now, Oklahoma was ugly too, though.
Oklahoma was ugly because Oklahoma played bad all year. But still, Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
On, man. To me, that was the biggest tale. One of the biggest tales that this team didn't have. And they were coming out, the high form was beating Georgia. But now we see, how good was Georgia really. We've seen games where they allowed their running quarterback, their run first quarterback, throw 40, damn near 50 times or something like that in the game. Now, to me, that's coaching. We can point that right at the coach. Has the Saban culture been diminished already?
He rolled it already. 1 year.
I forget the player's name. Number 13. Can you help me, Greg? Number 13,
Malachi.
Malachi. We've seen him act a plumb fool on the field, refuse to leave the field. Coaches tell him to come off the field. And he's like, no. I mean, wave him off and stay on the. Saban would not put up with that. I don't think any head coach. I think
he wouldn't have tried. He wouldn't have tried it with Saban.
You see, yeah. First of all, wouldn't have tried it with Saban. But any coach worth a grain of salt goes on that field and grabs that player by his fucking jersey and pulls him to the sideline, and he doesn't play for a while. He doesn't play the rest of that game, and he probably didn't play any of the next game. So I don't know what How can we know what's really, really going on? What's the missing? They're going to blame it on the coach. The fans are going to blame it on the coach.
So how far have they dropped in your mind? What are they now?
What is Alabama now?
Crimson Tide. What are they now?
To be honest, I think they're. I think what we saw this year is what we can expect. We can expect them to be
middling,
in the hunt, to be in the 12, but not make it.
So the word you're looking for is a middling ass team.
A middling top 25 team that teeters on the edge of making the 12.
Wow. So they needed to expand it to 16.
If they want to play for a national championship.
Somebody done told you wrong. Listen to this bullshit we just done heard from him. The empire has crumbled. The empire has crumbled.
Everything I said was true.
There's definitely a fall off. But Bama is the Ric Flair of college football. Every now and then, Ric Flair lost to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He would lose to Ronnie Garvin every now and then. But he was the 18-time world champion. You don't dismiss the 18-time world champion in such disregard, just your taste for our defeat, just salivating at the mouth, is wrong. It's just straight up wrong, dog. I mean, of course we had a down season, but you talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, jet flying, limousine riding, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. I'm sick of this shit, man. Y'all funny. You Bama haters are fucking funny. Hilarious even. This is our worst season in damn near 20 years. And we was 9-4. Our problem is simple fix. Okay. Now if Kalen simple fix. If Kalen DeBoer is the coach that he made himself to be, as far as bringing in a program, upgrading a program, then he should be able to fix this. Our problem was with our offensive coordinator and his inability, and Kalen DeBoer's inability to run the goddamn ball with the running backs. We had Jalen Milroe, who they felt was a dynamic playmaker, throwing and running, and just left the offense in his hands. We know that Jalen Milroe is not a great thrower of the ball. He makes terrible decisions at times, not all the time. And that's what lost us the game. That's what lost us the game against Oklahoma, and it lost us the game against Michigan. Had we not lost those games, especially the Oklahoma game, we'd be in the mix. We had a bad defensive showing against Vanderbilt that was fixed. I like the direction in which Kane Womack taking this defense. I still would like to see him play more 4-down linemen than 3-down linemen. But hey, the defense didn't play bad. The defense didn't lose us the game to Michigan. Jalen Milroe lost us the game to Michigan. All right. So this crumbling of the empire, it ain't like when Florida was just in a championship game and the very next year they was 2-10. It ain't like Florida State winning one game. That's a crumbling. That's what you call a crumbling.
How you gonna put me in it?
I'm just bringing examples.
Crumbling is slow. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning.
That's what you would say. This could be the beginning.
It is.
Because the foundation's still there. Are we still not top recruits? We still got top recruits. Now, is it something that we need to look out and watch for? If there's a crack in the foundation, hey, we need to go ahead and repair that.
So y'all back in the playoff next year?
Hey, I got to see, again, just like I told y'all earlier, I don't trust Kalen DeBoer. I walked in on my wife getting fucked in the ass. I don't trust it.
Whoa.
I don't trust it. I don't trust them.
Oh, damn, Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, that was a bad loss. The Vanderbilt, I can't say nothing about that. Bad loss.
You said that you were saying that the offense coordinator was part of the problem.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator.
Why is it that the defensive coordinator is not going to return?
Why isn't that the who?
Alabama co-DC Colin Hitchler will not return.
He ain't the defensive coordinator. He might have got him another job being the coordinator. Kane Womack is the defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator, actually, the issue was that we had Ryan Grubb as our offensive coordinator coming in from Washington. Mm-hmm. And he ended up going to Seattle. Mm-hmm. And so we had to make a turn, get an offensive coordinator. So he just promoted his quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator, which was Nick Sheridan. So we will see if Kalen DeBoer can make the changes that he needs to make in his coaching staff.
So he needs to hire an offensive coordinator.
You glad Miro leaving?
I am. Let's say we need a new direction at quarterback. Let's say that we need a new direction at quarterback because what he did.
I'll take that as a yes.
What he did against Michigan was just horrible. That was the worst. That's probably the worst I've ever seen him play.
That was pretty bad. Probably hurt his draft stock.
What about that secondary? Because at the beginning of the year, that secondary was toasty.
But again, did you see improvement? Did you see improvement?
How can you say you saw improvement when they just lost to Michigan?
Michigan scored 3 points on their own. They got the ball inside the 30-yard line and scored 16 points. 4 times they got the ball inside the 40-yard line, 30-yard line, and they scored 16 points.
They won.
Well, I mean, what you gonna do when you turning the ball over? And not just the defense causing the turnover, they was fumbling the ball. They caused 1 turnover. I'm gonna take that back. They caused 1 turnover when he stripped him on the throw. But again, Jalen held on to the ball when he should have been got it out of there. He saw the blitz. Or did not see the blitz.
Yeah, he just made way too many mistakes.
He made way too many mistakes.
It was one of them ones. I think for Bama, man, next year is critical, though. DeBoer could be in trouble if he do that again. He do what he do again. He in trouble.
And
already he in trouble.
And to me, it's not that, you know what I'm saying, not benching Jalen, because Jalen played well a lot of games. It was him not using his running backs. That was the biggest incrimination.
That Pac-12 ass football.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I've never seen that, and I don't know if he knows this or not, but we don't play that shit at Bama. In the SEC, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you cannot run your running backs less than your quarterback is running the ball.
Right.
There is no system in which that works.
Right.
I don't care who you got at quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, that's some ACC type stuff.
Nah, it's that Pac-12.
That's Pac-12.
Pac-12 shit.
You just running, you just using the quarterback, throwing the ball, running running backs getting 12 carries a game.
Right, just throwing the damn ball. Spreading it out with wide receivers and throwing the damn ball.
I've never seen nothing like it. Let me look at these stats of this game, man, because I know Jam Miller didn't get more than 10 carries. I know like hell he didn't get more than 10. He may have.
Nah, he couldn't have, man. At least it didn't seem like it was.
It did.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It didn't seem like it. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely didn't seem like it.
Yeah. I think, like I said, for me, I don't even care about this year for Bama. It's next year for me. Because I got a feeling that it might go south again. And then I think he's going to be out of there. I think he's going to be really on
the buyout too heavy.
It'll be third.
It'll be the third. Yeah, the buyout too heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to get real loud if he go 9-4 again or whatever, 8-5, whatever. It's going to get real, real loud, real quick.
Yeah, he going to have to make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, I agree.
He'll have to make the playoffs to calm it down, but it's going to start with the way that this offense is being run. You know, depending on who we have at quarterback, whether it be Ty Simpson or whether they got the 5-star rookie coming in. I doubt if he plays, but it more than likely be Ty Simpson or they get somebody out the transfer portal. Yeah. But it's more than likely going to be Ty Simpson, which he got legs. He can run the ball, quiet as kept. But I think that they should have his Milrose team is who I'm calling trash on, is along with the Auburn fans who out there celebrating teams, fans of teams that did worse than Bama. Pipe the hell down. Pipe down. Georgia fans, pipe down. We beat y'all. Auburn fans, we didn't beat y'all 5 in a row. Georgia, you can't even beat us. You won one game, and that was because Jamison Williams was hurt and Mechie was hurt. Okay, so pipe down. Pipe the hell down. Yeah, this man had 10 carries. Jalen Milroe had 16.
I mean, that's how the board coach football. But the funny thing is he ran the ball with the boy at Washington last year at running back. I don't get it. He ran the ball with him.
I don't get it. I don't know.
They had a nice running game at Washington last year. I don't get it.
Now y'all got people leaving, so you got to count that too.
Yeah, people leaving, people coming in.
That's college football.
That's just the way it is.
That's the way it go nowadays. We'll see, man. Football. But Bama, big Bama, you're on the trash watch going into next year.
So we on the trash watch. What the hell is Florida and Florida State?
Trash watch. Well, let's call it crumble watch. Let's call it crumble watch.
If we in the crumble watch, what the hell is Florida State?
We crumbled already.
That's all the time we have today.
Right.
You don't want to answer the question?
Oh, no, I answered it. We crumbled already.
You don't want to answer the question,
right.
Gator?
We crumbled already.
Florida Gator?
We in rebuilding mode. We crumbled.
I mean, shit.
Hey, Jerry, we crumbled already.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's what you ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about Bama fans being in an uproar about this situation because we've lived. You're gonna have those fans.
Stop it! I was about to say, man, stop it, bro.
You're gonna have those.
I can listen to them every evening at 1 o'clock.
You're gonna have those
with
fans.
Paul Feinbaum.
You're gonna have those fans, but the fans like myself in our group, the ones that you know and love, me. The ones that y'all know and love, I'm not finna be in an uproar. I'm gonna have my takes. We're gonna be upset, of course, that we lost.
Quiet. That's what they're gonna be.
They ain't gonna be quiet.
They've been quiet.
We gonna roll tide.
It has been mighty quiet in the group.
Quiet.
No Bama, nothing.
Quiet.
Yeah.
We on in trash the trash talking group. We don't never talk about Bama.
Little baby.
When I pull up a post where we've discussed Bama.
But that's the thing. Lately. Y'all ain't been saying nothing. That's the thing. Y'all ain't been saying nothing. I'd had to go back to last year.
Go back and pull it up. You can scroll back.
I'm quite sure they in there.
You can scroll back 4-5 years. So you may see a roll tide after we won the championship, but why wouldn't you? If Florida State won the championship, what would you be saying? Y'all act like we do something different than any other fan base. The only thing that makes it different is because we fucking win a lot. So shut the fuck up, everybody. Yeah, we won. We won 9 times.
Okay,
we won 9 times.
Wasn't enough.
When your boys won 7.
That wasn't enough. It was
all right then. All right then.
Nothing to get
all right, man. Bold win, small win. That shit don't mean
2025.
Shit.
Trash talking with the old heads. We appreciate the support from last year.
Merry New Year.
We definitely need your support this year. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube.
Yes,
Facebook
you do that
as well. Trash talking with the old heads. We out of here till Tuesday. Do not forget to join us on Tuesdays. Trash talking with the old heads. We'll be back on Tuesday. Till next week. We out of here.
Peace.